Hi everyone, we're going to go over lesson 91. This lesson is going to be working with the place values again. So, as a reminder, I put a little chart up here just kind of like we have in the classroom. Here's my decimal point. If we are going to the left, these are your whole numbers. So we have the ones place, tens place, and hundreds place. Now as we go to the right of the decimal, these are your numbers that are less than 1. So if you go 1 to the right of the decimal, that's your tenths place. You go to the right one more spot, that's your hundredths place. And then to the right one more time is your thousandths place. So I'm going to keep this down here as we answer our questions. So example 1 says, which digit in 12.875 is in the tenths place? So if I use this to reference, if you need, the tenths place is 1 place to the right of the decimal. So we just went 1 place to the right. So up here, here's my decimal. I'm going to go 1 place to the right, and that's my 8. So 8 is the answer to this question. Example 2. Which is in the hundredth place in each of these two decimal numbers? We're going to start with letter A. Letter A is 4.37. Now the question wants us to ask which one, or answer which one's in the hundredths place. So I'm going to use my chart down here. The hundredths place is right here. Okay, so that's 1, 2 places to the right of the decimal. So I'm going to go 2 places to the right from this. 1, 2. So the 7 is letter A. Now letter B, we have 4.370. Okay, so just like before, the hundredths place was 2 to the right of the decimal. So I'm going to go 2 to the right of the decimal here. 1, 2, which is also the 7. And what I noticed about A and B is that these digits hold the same exact place. So the 4s are both in the ones place. The 3s are both in the tenths place, and the 7s are both in the hundredths place. The only thing different here is that in letter B, they put a 0 afterwards in the thousands place. That just means that there's nothing in the thousands place, which is the same as this on letter A. There's nothing past the hundredths place here, and there's nothing past the hundredths place here. They just put a 0 here. So A and B are actually the same exact number. Example 3, compare 23.25 with 23.250. So I'm going to line these two numbers up just like if we were adding or subtracting, where you have the place values lined up. So 23.25, and then I'm going to line up 23.250 with this. So I'm going to put the decimal number first because that always helps me. And then I should have 23 in front of that decimal. And then I should put 250. So when we line our two numbers up, we can have a better look at these. If you're not able to compare these just side by side, lining them up might give you a better view. So we see that the tens place both have 2s. They both have 3s in the ones place. They both have 2s in the tenths place. They both have 5s in the hundredths place. And the only thing different, like in the last problem, is that one of these numbers had a 0 in the thousands place. That means that there's nothing in the thousands place. That would be the same as this number up here where they didn't even hold the place with a 0. So having nothing here or putting a 0 means there's still nothing there. So these two numbers are actually equal to each other. Example 4 Subtract 4.37 minus 1.146. So again, when we are subtracting or adding or comparing decimal numbers, we do need to line up our numbers, and we line up our decimal numbers. That way our place values are lined up too. So I'm going to take 4.37 first. And then I need to do 1.146. So I'm going to take this decimal number and put that first. That's just how I like to do it. The 1, there's a 1 to the left of the decimal up here. So I'm going to put that there first. Okay. Then to the right of the decimal, I have I have 146. So 146. Now, there's a little bit of a problem that we can fix easily. We have a 6 in the thousands place, but if you look above the 6, there's nothing there. Since there's nothing there, we can actually put a 0 there to hold the place, because 4.370 is the same as 4.37. Okay, now we're ready to subtract. Start over on the very far right. We're going to take 6 away from 0, which we can't do. So we're going to go over and borrow from the 7. The 7 becomes a 6. This 0 becomes a 10. Then we can take away 6 from 10. We get 4. Then we do 6 minus 4, which is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. Bring down the decimals. And then we can do the last place. 4 minus 1 is 3. So when we subtracted these, we should get 3.224, or if you're reading it properly, it should be 3 and 224 thousandths.